Demon possession. Um, do you or anybody you know, have they been possessed by a demon? Um, Personally, I grew up in a household with somebody who was possessed by a demon, and it caused them, well, it's a complicated situation because, yes, a demon can influence a person and cause them to act on some of their worst impulses, but mostly it's still the person within their being, mind, and body who is directing themselves ultimately. So, not all of the responsibility can fall on a demon, but uh, nonetheless, I grew up in a household with somebody who is demon possessed and um, prone to extreme bouts of anger and unreasonable behavior, unpredictable behavior, um, just such severe anger like you've never seen over the littlest of things. And, I was a child, not equipped to handle that sort of situation whatsoever. Um, you know, Children absorb things quite readily, and the trauma that was imprinted into me obviously is still here to this day. That's real, despite all the self-doubt that I've experienced in relation to what I've gone through. Um, the anger, I still remember the anger. And so, um, after the demons were exorcised, some people still never learned how to take responsibility for themselves and substituted being possessed by a demon with possessing themselves within their own minds. And it's really kind of sad to think about, somebody who goes years without, being possessed by their own mind. What does that say about, the people around them? First off, there has to be, if not outright enabling, there has to be, people who are close to this person or interact with this person who don't, who had an opportunity to speak up and say something about their participation in the world, but never did. So, makes you wonder how somebody can get so far along in their life, basically not being able to take responsibility for themselves. Also, obviously there's trauma created in a demon-possessed person in the first place. um, which causes them to, uh, just go into complete suppression of their being and allow a demon to come in to their body and take over and direct them within a moment. Well, they're still here. How can you be here and allow someone else to direct you within a moment? How can you allow the experience of blame to become so extreme that you blame another being for your participation in your reality? Um, it's about self responsibility, folks. You can change. It's not too late. Visit destiny.org to learn about the tools of self forgiveness, self honesty, self trust, self introspection that are made available for free if you're only willing to put in the discipline, humility, and walk through the shame and self responsibility for how you've conducted yourself for a lifetime. To really humble yourself, to be self honest with how you have created your situation in your life. Because whether a demon possesses you, or Donald Trump is president, or, uh, you know, your neighbor Stacy complained to the homeowners association about your yard and now you're having to deal with it, or you don't like the political affiliations of the people down the street, you have to find responsibility within what you can do within your reality. And there's a lot that you can do to change internally. Most importantly, first off, internally, because that's what you have the most direct control and influence over, not somebody else. The reason why you're experiencing yourself the way you are is not because of somebody else. And you can change the reactions that you have to your world. And then maybe you can start actually having an influence on the things, the problems that you have with the way your world is. But if you're still in the experience of blame, then you're separating yourself within yourself from yourself by going into your mind, into reactions and feelings and emotions and spite and anger, and that's not going, that hasn't worked so far. What makes you think that that's going to continue to work moving forward? Check it out. Thanks for watching.